Obviously, you're going to get the microphone. You get a foam windscreen. You get the microphone clothing clip. You get a 3.5 to 6.3 millimeter adapter. You get an LR44 battery. You get a carrying pouch, and you get some documentation. As far as the build quality, this thing just feels like the $20 lav mic that it is. The capsule is all plastic, but it does feel like decent plastic at least. The microphone clip has plenty of room to clip onto your clothing. The cable is just standard rubber, and it feels like it may wear out after extended use. There is a capsule in line that has a switch to go between off/smartphone or camera. And to my understanding, you're going to need to use the camera setting if you're recording to, you guessed it, a camera, or if you're plugging this into your interface using the 3.5 to 6.3 millimeter adapter. You can unscrew this capsule, and that's where you'll find access to the battery compartment. The cable continues on and measures in at a full length of 6 meters, and it terminates into a 3.5 millimeter TRRS jack. As far as specs, this thing has an omnidirectional polar pattern, a frequency response of 65 Hz to 18 kHz, a sensitivity of -30 decibels, an impedance of 1000 ohms, and a battery type requirement of LR44, and apparently it has a 700-hour battery life. Now I'm spinning around the microphone to determine what the actual polar pattern is and how the audio changes as we move around the microphone's capsule. Now I'm banging on a mechanical keyboard with cherry MX balloons directly in front of me to see how much of my voice versus how much of the keyboard it picks up. So just to give you a real-world example of how this mic can improve your audio, I'm recording on my iPhone 7 Plus using the front-facing camera directly into the camera app about 2 feet away from the phone, and this is how the audio would sound using the internal microphone. Now I'm recording directly into the Rode Rec app on my iPhone 7 Plus, and you should theoretically be able to use this mic on any smartphone that has a 3.5mm TRRS plug. Now I have the mic set to camera mode, plugged directly into the Zoom H1 line input with the gain set at 45%, and this is how the microphone sounds. Now I'm recording directly to my MacBook Pro plugged into the 3.5mm TRRS jack with my microphone input gain set at around 14%, and this is how the microphone sounds. Now I have the microphone connected directly to the TRRS jack on my Windows 10 machine.